Anthony Joshua will become greater if he fights Tyson Fury, says Eddie Hearn, exclusive. The IBF and WBA World Heavyweight Champion is the bookies' favourite to win BBC Sports Personality of the Year at Liverpool's Echo Arena tonight. And if the Joshua juggernaut continues to mow down everyone in his way, he will be a regular contender for Spotty. Edge, 28, could not have had a better 2017 after adding the WBA belt to his IBF title with a thrilling 11th round win over former champion Wladimir Klitschko. The Watford-born boxer, who lives in North London with his mum, then battered Carlos Takam in a 10th round win to chalk up a 20th knockout from as many professional fights. Joshua's Klitschko was watched by the biggest British boxing crowd since the World War II 90,000 at Wembley in April. And the 78,000 who saw him stop Takam at Cardiff's Principality Stadium was a new world record for an indoor boxing event. Joshua is up against a lineup which includes F1 driver Lewis Hamilton, who clinched a fourth Drivers' Championship crown, world's 10,000 meters gold-winning athlete Mo Farah, and cyclist Chris Froome, who claimed his fourth Tour de France in July. If you look at the standout performances in sport in 2017, Edge's win over Klitschko is it Eddie Hearn, but Hearn, who has guided Joshua since his pro debut after winning 2012 Olympic gold, insists no British sports star is bigger than Joshua right now. He said, Edge's was the standout performance in terms of drama on April 29th, and I think that will come across when they show the highlights on the night for the Spotty Award. April 29th was on another level to the others. Of course the Takam win was great, but this award is based around the biggest night in British boxing history and one of the greatest performances in boxing history. If you look at the standout performances in sport in 2017, Edge's win over Klitschko is it. Hearn explained why Edge has achieved such popularity quicker than super middleweight Joe Kozlak, the last boxer to win Spotty in the final year of his career. Number 1, he's a heavyweight, said Hearn. Number 2, he was Olympic gold medalist in London. Number 3, he's extremely likable. Number 4, he looks $1 million. Number 5, every fight he has is exciting. Number 6, his story is incredible and the inner city kids can relate to him. I don't know someone who appeals to so many demographically. People's grands love him. When I go to pick up my kids from schools, kids say, "You're Anthony Joshua's promoter, I want to be like him." Young men love him. Men my age think he's the coolest bloke in the world. Women just adore him. I've never seen anything like it. I don't think you can find someone who has a bad word to say about him apart from Tyson Fury, and that's unique. Hearn is working to secure Edge's next fight against WBO World Champion Joseph Parker at one of 3 UK venues: Twickenham, the Principality Stadium, or Old Trafford on March 31st or April 7th. Cardiff is favourite to host the unification title fight. Hearn hopes Edge will also face American Deontay Wilder, the WBC king, later next year. but as well as unifying the titles against New Zealander Parker and Wilder, Joshua aims to face former WBA/IBF WBO champion Fury in 2018 or beyond. Boxing heavyweight Joseph Parker's best knockouts. Manchester megamouth Fury is hoping to get his boxing license back next month after a doping ban was this week backdated, and is planning a comeback next year. Hearn added, "I think there's a chance for a fight against Tyson Fury for the end of the year. Edge wants to be in the biggest fights, and that's the biggest fight in British boxing. Would be huge. In an ideal world, Edge would fight 3 times against Parker, Wilder and Fury. That's a dreamland scene, but we must fight 2 of those, so if Fury has to wait, then it will be spring 2019, and Anthony is fine with that."